What's up, guys? Welcome to Bet the Day for June 7th. Hope everyone's doing well and hope everyone's ready to make some money. We are live in the studio in Dallas, guys. It's a great day. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to win some money. A good day yesterday, 2-1. Unfortunately, the Guardians game got rained out, so had to go one less game on the schedule. But how about the Avalanche yesterday? Coming back, big win for them. Great day, guys. We've been rolling here. We're going to keep it rolling at the channel. Thank you so much for the support. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, so really do appreciate it here on Bet the Day. Got the comments rolling in on TikTok. Let's go. It's time. There we go. Danny Tanner, the Avalanche game, insane. You know what? A lot of people asked me last night, who's going to be the team to win the game last night in overtime. A lot of people were asking me that. I said, you know what? It's going to be the Avalanche because they're the better team. People, we bet on the better team. That's what we do. I saw a lot of cappers saying, you got to go with the Oilers because they're due, and it's hard to sweep in the NHL. It's hard to sweep in professional sports in general, but my mindset's always been go with the better team, go with the team that's going to get the job done, that you believe in, that is going to play well. I mean, look at Mike Smith last night. He was a liability. We said he's been a liability throughout the entire, we said he's been a liability throughout the entire season, really throughout the entire postseason, though, too. And that showed last night, and that's the reason the Oilers were not able to get the job done. I mean, they had a huge lead. They should have got the job done. They blew it, multiple opportunities. I mean, both teams played sloppy overall, but my belief in the end of the game there for that live bet that I put in, it was going to be on the Avalanche because the bottom line is you bet the better team. And that's what happened last night. Got Avalanche plus 2.5. Beautiful there. Love that. Mike Smith lost the game. No one won that game. Astros lost me some money yesterday. Yeah, unfortunate day for the Astros, but bottom line, you know what? They're going to bounce back. They're going to be just fine there. Lightning have a lot of momentum right now. They do, but again, I broke down the stats from that game. We're going to talk about that a lot today here. And, I look at the Lightning. They kind of got lucky winning that game. Igor was sensational in the net. They got one by him at the end there. I don't think that happens again tonight. I think the Rangers get the job done for plus 150. You really can't beat that. Man of the people there, we love that. Who we bet today? We're going to get into it in a minute, guys. Here, let me get to the comments. Already rolling in on YouTube, guys. In the studio, this is awesome. We're going to be moving around. It's going to be a work in progress getting down here and figuring out how we're going to put the cameras up and all that. But this is epic, guys. I appreciate all of you. We would not be here if it wasn't for you guys. Today's the day. I have good vibes today. It's a great day, people. It's a great day. And by the way, who was the guy who came on yesterday that said the Red Sox weren't going to win because Vegas said they didn't want them to win? Guys, come on now. Red Sox 1-0 yesterday. Big win. How about Michael Walka? Sensational stuff, guys. Get the comments rolling in here on YouTube. Good morning, Tanner. How we doing, Nicholas? How we doing? Big Michael Games. Let's get this bread, Tanner. Damn right, let's get this bread. It's a great day to get this bread. Lafreniere, 1 shot on goal on Prize Picks. Lock of the day. And Zubinjad, over 2.5 shots on goal. I never really know how to say his name. I got the pronunciation key right here. Zubinjad. I never know how to say his name. Mika. I just call him Mika. You know what I'm saying there. 1-0 score was scary. Walka. Damn, Padres took them over the Red Sox. Money there. I was on the Padres yesterday. I didn't bet it, though, because it was a toss-up, and there were so many better places to get. So many better places, I think, to find money yesterday, and that's why I stayed away from it. I was on the Padres. If I would have bet that game, I would have been on the Padres. That was a big mistake. But today we're going to root for the over. So we're going to go with the Padres. We're going to go with the Mets. We're going to hope they score a lot of money today. Mets at plus money, I think, is a good bet today. A really good bet. Boston money line game 3 play the last 3 months. McNasty, how we doing? Nasty, I love the content, man. I love my favorite stuff, the Jimmy Neutron stuff. I'm not going to lie about that, but I am on Boston tomorrow night. I think that's going to be very, very good. So appreciate you jumping on the stream here. Why do you think Padres over Mets? That was yesterday. Today, I have no opinion. I'm just going to play the over. Yesterday, I thought the Padres had a nice little boost coming into that game, and it just didn't work out. Obviously, the Mets are dangerous. They got one of the best lineups in baseball right now. They're probably the best team in baseball. And we talk about the best team in New York right now. It is the New York Mets, not the New York Yankees. John Brondo coming in here on YouTube. What's up, Tanner? Let's get a bag today. I heard the books are saying this team is losing. I hear the books are saying this team is losing all the time. Sometimes it works out, but people really overthink sometimes. 100%, guys. People overthink. And the bottom line with sports betting, you can't overthink. You just got to go for it, man. Nobody knows what's going to happen in these games. The bookies don't know what's going to happen. The cappers don't know what's going to happen, man. All we can do is put our best bets out there and see what happens. There you go. Daniel Belcher coming in here. What's up, bro? Keep them winning picks coming. It's been a good couple days. We'll see what we can do, guys. See what we can do. Huge day there. Y Wemper rolling in here. Rangers money line today. Brother, got to love that Tampa money line. So, guys, before we get into the picks, we're going to recap yesterday, and then we're obviously going to get into the picks for today. But before we do that, first things first, guys, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, but we need you to keep coming and keep helping us, keep supporting us, guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on TikTok, Discord. That's the #1 place to connect with me every day. Connect with our followers, our community members, guys. Everyone's throwing winning picks in that chat. We're talking sports in there. We're talking about Bruce Cassidy getting fired for the Bruins yesterday, guys. A lot of great conversations happen there. So make sure you join Discord. Link in the bio. If you're on TikTok, go up, click the link in the bio, get on there. And then on YouTube, guys, go over, click the link in the description. Also, we have shirts. Good teams win, great teams cover. You can see it here on TikTok. On YouTube, you can see as well. Good teams win, great teams cover. That's a direct quote from me. We use it all the time. It's even got Bet the Day on the sleeve over here. We got Bet the Day on the sleeve. So, guys, make sure you get on that. Check out Bet the Day merch, guys. Link is in the description below. We're on here 7 days a week. Tanner Kern, man of the people, guys. Man of the people every single day. We are on here 9 a.m. Central. I got to get used to being on Central time here. 10 a.m. Eastern time every day, guys. Who else is doing that? Nobody. Damn right. We're here to help you guys. Buy a T-shirt. Help us out. Support a little bit. John Brondo coming in here again on YouTube. Hey, that's Cap. The Yanks are the best team in New York, my guy. No, the Mets are the Yanks are the best team in New York, my guy. No, the Mets are the best team in New York. Let's be real. Buying that shirt right now. I love it. Link is in the bio, guys. Buy a shirt. Help us out here. We'll get it shipped out to you. Celtics in 7. We can talk a little bit about the Celtics today. I think we'll save that for tomorrow. That's going to be a really big conversation for us. But obviously, I think we got to get into this Avs-Oilers game. Now, if you took the Avs when they were down at one point last night, it was like plus 1,100. So that was pretty epic stuff right there. I don't know who had the plus 1,100 bets. I haven't really scanned the internet to see if anyone took that. I'm sure there were plenty of people doing that. We'll get into baseball in a minute, guys. Yeah, I don't see the good teams win, great teams cover. Sure, it might not be uploaded to the store yet, but we will get that uploaded if you can't see it, guys. But again, we're going to have a ton of merch coming at you. We really appreciate everyone going to check that out already. McNasty Burger with Cheese. Tanner's committed with his info. It's not rocket science. Never been rocket science. I took it plus 400. Well, congratulations there on the Avs. So the Avs, took a quick lead 4 minutes in the game. They were up 1-0 after the first. The Oilers scored 3 unanswered. The third, the Avs scored first to make it 3-2, and then Edmund made it 4-2. Avs scored 3 unanswered before the Oilers tied it up. So, I look at this game. Mike Smith and the Oilers had so many opportunities. Now, this game really doesn't matter, bottom line, because obviously the series over. But, the one thing I'm going to say about this game is you bet the better team, in my opinion. You always bet the better team. You bet the team that you have more belief in, that you have more faith in, that you have more confidence in, right? Because, it's a stock, right? That's what sports betting is. It's ups and downs. It's a stock. And if you're going to bet on a team, right, you want to bet on the team that you believe in. You want to bet on the strongest stock because that's what's going to get you the most reward. You don't want to bet on the risky bets. You don't want to take a team that's down 3-0 just because they're down 3-0. And I think a lot of people did that last night. So I'm very happy that we took the Avalanche. Now, I'm not going to say that, the Oilers shouldn't have won that game. They had multiple opportunities to win, but the bottom line, Mike Smith, liability in the net. And when you don't have a goaltender that you're confident in, it's going to be tough for you. Just like Igor tonight. We're confident in Igor. That's why we're going to go with the New York Rangers at plus 150. The you bet. Let's see. I'm reading through the comments, guys. A little delayed. I got cameras all over the place. Man, the people here. So, if I missed the comment, just let me know there. Pirates money line, Nationals money line, Marlins under, Cubs. We'll talk baseball here in a minute. Cincinnati, they voided my bet. Yeah, they voided all the Cincinnati bets. Now, that's the thing I hate about, rain delays. It's like in some of the sports books, they'll void bets. Eventually, they usually make it right, though. The big books, at least, they might give you your money back. They might do something with that. But, eventually they get things right. Now, obviously, I didn't win any money in that game. I was on the other side of that, and Hunter Green just absolutely shoved. And that's the thing about Hunter Green. He's going to be very, very good in the future. Very, very good, right? Yeah, we saw what he could do yesterday. He was efficient. Really, really solid with his fastball. He throws hard, man. That's what happened. And the Diamondbacks couldn't hit it, obviously. So Warriors tomorrow, right, Tanner? No way. We will not be on the Warriors tomorrow. We're on the Celtics. McNasty coming in here telling me Celtics. I was already on the Celtics, guys. Celtics spread, all that good stuff, guys. It's not rocket science. Never been rocket science. I think they bounce back. I think they're going to split in Boston, though. And that's going to be a best of 3 game series. So, we'll see what happens there. We'll have a lot of player props and all that good stuff. We'll be breaking that down tomorrow. Hunter Green was on my high school team, dude. He busted absolutely shoved in high school, throwing as hard as he does. Ronnie Martin, General Tanner, glad I found y'all. Ronnie, it was good to get your message in the Discord today. It's good to have you back. We're with a little different company now. We've moved up in the world a little bit here, so feeling good about that. But I appreciate you, Ronnie. He's insane. Hunter Green is insane. I think they spit too much, but Dubs tomorrow. Sees next game. Everyone going to be wrong side these next 2 games. Yeah, I think the smart bets go Celtics tomorrow at home. Again, the Warriors are efficient. But when you look at the Boston Celtics, they played one good half. They were in the game in game 2, and then they fell apart in the second half. It's a tale of 2 halves every single time in the postseason. We're talking basketball, right? It's like, who's going to play a complete game? A lot of teams fall apart in the second half. The third quarter has always been huge. And, you look at what the Celtics did in game 1. The Warriors allowed them to crawl back in the game. I don't think that happens again in this series. I think the Celtics need to put complete games together to win this series, but overall, I think they are a better team. Under over Warriors tomorrow. I really got to look at it, guys. I don't want to give you a quick answer here. We're going to spend a lot of time talking about Warriors Celtics tomorrow, and I'll put some videos out later. Maybe we can even jump on later for another live. We're going to start an extra show in the afternoon, guys. Talking live show. Talking about the afternoon games and stuff, and seeing who's in, who's out, and all that. So maybe we can start that up coming. But overall, guys, I don't want to give you an answer on that when I really haven't looked at it. I think you got to go. If the Celtics are going to win the game, it's more likely it's going to go over because they got to play a complete game. The Warriors are still going to make their shots. That would be my take right here. But again, I have not looked at it much. Guardians game 1, I am on that game. I'm going to be on the over today in that Guardians game 1. So we'll see what happens there, guys. Let's finish rolling through yesterday, and then we will get into today. We can break down every single bet, every single baseball game, every single hockey game, whatever you guys want to do. We can talk about that here. Now, if you're watching on TikTok, also, I want to say we got a new updated screen on YouTube. You guys were complaining because you can't see the picks, guys. I have to keep rolling through them. Well, if you go to YouTube, the whole screen has the picks on them nonstop. So click the link in the bio, go over to YouTube. Every single game is over there. So check that out. If you just want to hop on here and say, hey, you know what? I don't want to listen to Tanner. I just want his picks. Go over to YouTube. You can see them. I like the under in the Guardians game 2. I think they'll be tired from game 1. And again, I don't really – the thing about me for unders and overs and second games of doubleheaders, I don't really bet the second game until I see what happens in the first game. It's hard to sweep a doubleheader. Obviously, teams can do it. But usually, if it's a tight series, I'll go with the other team in the second game of the doubleheader, depending on the pitching matchups and all that, if the numbers are there. But I hate betting on game 2 or talking game 2 before game 1. I think game 1's got a lot of – I think game 1's got a lot of value when it comes to betting day. So we'll talk about that in a minute here. Let's recap yesterday really quickly. D-backs money line, obviously that didn't hit. Hunter Green, 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, no walks. Mad Bum gave up 4 over 5. He was not very good yesterday. Red Sox money line. Can we talk about Michael Walka for a second, people? Michael Walka is a gift from the betting gods. That's my take on Michael Walka. Now, the man is sensational. When the Red Sox signed him, I said, you know what? They should not have signed him. In no world should Michael Walka be pitching for the Boston Red Sox because he's not that good. I take that statement back. He will be an all-star this year. Complete game, 3 hits yesterday, and ending it by getting Shohei Ohtani to ground out was pretty impressive. How many picks you got today? I got 6. Shout out Walka. There we go. I love it. Shout out Walka. And then obviously Rangers Guardians got canceled yesterday. So we're 2-1. Really good day. Another positive day. We hit positive odds with the Boston Red Sox. Obviously, Avs was good for us because it was minus 134, so we had to pay a little more to get a reward on that. But, overall, really good day yesterday. 2-1. I'll take it. We went 5-1 a day ago. We followed up with 2-1. That's 7-2 in the past 2 days. So we're feeling pretty good about that, guys. Shout out Michael Walka, though. Shout out Michael Walka. When he actually took the mound in the 9th inning there, I was like, what are they doing? You got to face Ohtani. He's at 97 pitches, but I give Alex Cora credit. I give Michael Walka credit for doing that, for finishing the game off there. He made it look pretty easy last night. And now, also, the Angels have lost their 12th straight game, just to let you guys know. We will not be going back to the Red Sox today, though. I'm going to stay away from them. I made a lot of money off them in the past few days. It's probably they're bound to lose at some point. I think we bet them, 4 days in a row on here, right, guys? We took them throughout their entirety of their last series, and then we took them yesterday. So we bet them 4 days in a row. We made a lot of money on them, so I appreciate them. I lost because of Astros run line. Trout in trouble. I don't know. He's struggling a little bit. Everyone goes through ups and downs and highs and lows, right? This Angels team. It's amazing where this Angels team is at, though, because I look at the records after yesterday's game. It's like the Angels were soaring. We thought they were going to be a competitor in the AL West, right? We thought they were going to compete with the Astros there, and they've fallen apart. The Red Sox are back, right? And not to compare the Red Sox to the Angels, but consider where the Red Sox were a month ago and where the Angels were a month ago to where they are now. It's actually remarkable to see the records, because I was looking at that after the game. But yeah, Trout's one of the best players in baseball, obviously. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll bounce back. No problem there. Okay, so let's get to these comments on YouTube, and then we will get into today's picks, guys. Again, if you're on TikTok, go over to YouTube. You can see the picks right there. Most confident MLB today. We'll talk about that in a minute, Brian. Let's see here. I have a lot of MLB plays. There's so much value on the board today. So much value. So we'll talk about all these games. But I do love a lot of the games. I love a lot of the plus money underdogs today. Again, in baseball, underdogs are so valuable because you can get a lot of value there when an underdog or a bad team. The Baltimore Orioles are still going to win 60 games. Astros team total over 4.5 yesterday was a brutal beat. Yeah, guys, the Astros hurt a lot of people yesterday. Luckily, I was not on them. I stayed away from them. Again, if I would have bet that, I would have bet on the Astros, right? But you can't worry about that. You just got to move on. It's baseball, guys. It's going to happen. We look at the Dodgers and the Pirates, right? The Pirates swept the Dodgers. It's going to happen. Favorite play today, we're going to get into that right now, a J-Rod. I'm putting $300 on Mets money line. I think Mets money line's got good value today. Just keep in mind, the Padres are a good team. Yu Darvish can pitch pretty damn well. I know his numbers aren't there, but he has the ability to shove. I think in his past 5 starts, he's given up 2 runs twice, 5 runs twice, and then 0 runs once. So he's had 1 really good start. He's had 2 okay starts. I'm going to take the over in that game just because the total's low at 7.5, and the Mets are hitting the baseball like crazy right now. There are 16 runs scored yesterday, so you got to ride with it. Athletics with Cole Irvin on the mound day. I like Cole Irvin. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me get to my plays, guys, and then we'll go through every other baseball game you guys want to go through. Let's talk hockey a little bit today. We'll start with hockey, and then we'll move into baseball. Rangers money line plus 150. You guys let me know in the comments who you're on today. I know a lot of people are saying the Lightning have a lot of momentum coming in this game and blah, blah, blah. But overall, I'm pretty high on the Rangers today. I think at plus 150, the numbers are there. And I'm going to tell you why right now. Igor's sensational. And then I'm not just going to say, Igor's sensational, bet the Rangers. I'm going to give you a stat right now. When you look at the last game, the New York Rangers outshot the Tampa Bay Lightning 52, or the Lightning outshot the Rangers 52-30. So you look at what Igor Shesterkin did in the net, stopping all those shots. I mean, he was under pressure a lot. The Lightning had a lot of power plays. The Rangers weren't great, and, you look at Zubinjad, you look at Panarin, you look at Kreider, they all played really well. They just didn't take advantage of their opportunities. I mean, I tip my cap to Andrei Vasilevsky. He was sensational, but at the same time too, those 3 guys were productive in the shots on goal game. So you know what? It's like a rock. You keep hammering it. Eventually it breaks. I got to go with the Rangers at plus 150. Now, in the last game, I had Lightning regular time, and obviously it hit just like, it barely hit. It barely hit. It hit with, 40 seconds to go. But I'll tell you this right now. I was scared. I think the Rangers are a better team. I think they're playing better as a whole. They're up 2-1. If they can get a win here and take it back to the Garden up 2-1 or up 3-1, they have a chance to close out the series. So Tanner's too damn cute. I love that. You know what? Nobody's making fun of my lipstick. Everyone was making fun of the lipstick yesterday, but you know what? It was all the lighting people. Come on now. And also, I just drove down to Dallas. I drove from Connecticut to Dallas over 3 days, 3-4 days, right? That's a lot of AC just blasting in your face, getting all the chapped lips. Come on now, people. When's the Discord picks dropping? Discord picks will be coming after the show, guys. I took a little longer to set up this morning, so I didn't get those out earlier. But I'll get my picks right up on TikTok right after the show, guys. Tanner the GOAT. I love it. I love it. So who are you guys on? Let me know. Rangers? Are you on the Rangers? Or are you on the Lightning? Drive was good. The drive was really good. It was cool to see some stuff. Stopped in Memphis, stopped in Nashville. We have a lot of people in our Discord from Nashville or Tennessee area, I guess, because they were messaging me. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm only here at night, but would love to meet up with whoever is in the Dallas area, the Nashville area, whatever, on our way back. Because you know what? That's what it's all about, guys. No value on Lightning, so New York Rangers. I wouldn't say there's no value on the Lightning, but I'll say this. If to get value, you need to go puck line. Obviously, you need to go regular time. And it's scary because that Lightning regular time barely cashed. And I've seen a lot of people on the over today. That's one I stay away from because Igor has been sensational, right? Andrei Vasilevsky's been really, really good. Vasilevsky's better at home. Igor's been fine on the road or at home. He just seems to win a little more at home. But at the same time, too, when I look at the Rangers getting outshot 52-30 and still finding a way to be in the game, that's pretty impressive to me. I think they fixed that today. Panarin, Kreider, Zubinjad, they got to be better, obviously. But they were productive. They just need to find the back of the net. I think they can get that done today. Watch film, figure it out. Rangers money line. A lot of people on Rangers money line under 5.5 goals, combo parlay. I think the under is the safe move. The risk bet is the over. And based on what we've seen, you're going to go under. It's going to be a sweat, though, guys. It's going to be a 3-2 game. It's going to be one of those where, the goalie gets pulled at the end and you're sweating the over. You're sweating the total, over, under, whatever side you have. So it's going to be one of those games. Keep that in mind. This is not going to be a 2-1 game. This isn't going to be a 3-0 game. This is going to be a 3-2 game. We know how it's been. That's kind of the trajectory of this series, so just keep that in mind there. If you don't want to sweat today, I wouldn't play the total. I think there's better money on the board. But again, for value at plus 150 with the better team, I'm seeing a few comments on here, people saying, it's a trap line. It's a trap line. Is it really a trap line, guys? Is it really a trap line? The Rangers are a better team for plus 150. They're on the road. We know how bookmakers do it. They favor home teams a lot. Even in baseball right now, home teams get favored a lot. Like, the New York Yankees can go on the road and play the Orioles. Yeah, they're still going to be freaking juiced like hell. But at the same time, too, if that game was in Yankee Stadium, it'd be even worse. So, bookmakers do favor home teams. If this game was at home, the Rangers would probably be plus 105, plus 110. They might even be favored based on how they played in the series. The Lightning, guys, keep in mind, too, another thing. It's so tough to get to the Stanley Cup 2 times. It's tough to win the Stanley Cup 2 times in a row, and now getting that back for a 3rd time. That's very tough to do, especially with the Hungry Rangers team. I do like the Rangers. I like Rangers. Rangers took so many penalties. I think they will clean it up. Yeah, I got the power play numbers here. I believe the Lightning were 2 of 5 on the power play. And that's another thing, too. That just puts pressure on Igor, when they're taking all those penalties, because it's like you can't attack, right? And if I remember correctly, was one of those penalties a 5-minute penalty or 4-minute penalty? It was major. I don't have the exact numbers here, but they had a lot of times where they could just fire shots right at Igor, and he was sensational stopping it. Shesterkin, man, I love him. I think he's been really, really good. You look at Vasilevsky, he's been up and down throughout this entire postseason. He's starting to figure it out now, but I go back to the Toronto series, and it just scares me. It scares me how he played. So I think Igor's been more consistent. He has owned the Lightning this year. He's now 3-1 against them. And again, he played a really good game. He stopped 49 shots, right? So right up there. LOL true. We got that coming in. Let's see any comments coming in on YouTube, guys. Again, if you're watching on TikTok, head over to YouTube if you want to see the picks for my whole slate today, my whole card. John Brondo coming in here. Rangers, man, they're just playing better. Shouldn't have even lost the last game. Well, they got outshot 52-30. I know I'm saying that like it's a benefit to betting them today. Like, I don't think that happens again. But when you get outshot by 22 goals, you deserve to lose a game. That's what it comes down to, John. So I'm going to disagree with you a little bit there. But again, the Rangers are playing better. I think they're a better team right now. Got to take Rangers. They're just playing better. Shouldn't have lost that last game. What's your YouTube over on TikTok? It's 3 Team Parlay Sports, guys. Go subscribe to it. Everything's linked in the description on our TikTok page. So just go up there. You can find merch. You can find our other TikTok, our other social channels, and then our YouTube. Igor over saves is a safe bet. Igor over saves is probably a pretty safe bet today. Don't take the over. I lost on the hook 2 straight at 5. It's going to be a 3-2 game. That's what I think, John. But if you want to, one of these games is going to go over, but it is the riskier play there. And then Tom C coming in here. Doesn't hurt to throw a unit on Rangers money line. It really doesn't. Obviously, depending on what your unit size is and how you've been doing, obviously responsible gambling, all that stuff. But I don't think it really hurts with a unit on them at plus 150. You're going to get a lot of value. You're going to go double and a half your money. So I think it's pretty worth it there. Igor over saves is a safe bet. I want to get that number here for you guys. I think Igor over saves is a very good bet based on how he's been playing, based on how the Rangers are attacking the net. I don't think the Rangers get 52 shots on goal tonight. I think that a large reason for that was because of the power play opportunities. Obviously, I don't think that's going to happen again tonight, but Igor over saves. Let's see what we can get here. Player, I don't know if they have them out yet. Let's see. I don't know if they have them. If anyone wants to throw them in the chat, please do so I can see what they are. But again, I don't have them right here yet. I have shots, I have points, I have assists. I don't have saves yet. So we'll see what they're going to put that number at. It'll be interesting to see. And, keep in mind, too, with that, like bookmakers might heighten up the shots on goal total, which would hike up the saves total or the block shots total for Igor because of what happened in the last game when they were outshot 52-30. So just keep that in mind. What's your top play today? I like a lot of my plays. I'm feeling pretty good about Cubs money line at minus 106 versus the Orioles. I really like that. Dodgers money line at minus 124. I'm sure that's going to get hiked up throughout the day. So make sure you lock that in early. But we're going to break down baseball right now. Any other questions on hockey, let me know. But I'm on the Rangers money line. I think for value, it's one thing. For Lightning, even if you go 60-minute time, you're not going to get it down to positive money. And we saw what happened in the last game. It was a stretch. This game could go to overtime tonight. It might be worth a sprinkle putting will this game go to overtime tonight? I don't know what the odds are for that, but that could be that could have some value there. Might be too high. Yeah, it could be too high just because of what happened in the last game. All right, guys, get the likes up. 3.4 thousand. We're in the new studio today. Let's set a record. I think our record's like 12K. Let's get the likes going, guys. Okay, so Tom C's got the number right here for me. Igor over under 33.5 saves. That's a high number. That's a very, very high number. That's one I probably want to stay away from. I think he's good. If the Rangers have 52 shots on goal, obviously he's going to hit that, but it's just, I don't know if the Lightning have 52 shots on goal. He's going to hit that. I just don't know if they're going to be able to do that again, what they did. Pirates game MLB. I'm on the Pirates, guys. I'm on the Pirates in the new studio. Def FaceTime me later. I want to see Kid. I'll FaceTime you tonight, Coach. I'll give you the tour. And we're also going to be doing like a MTV style. Hey, welcome to the studio. Welcome to my crib. And we're going to show you guys everything in here. It's pretty cool setup. Multiple kitchens, guys, multiple rooms, multiple podcasting studio. So it's pretty awesome. Pirates game MLB. I'm on the Pirates today. You know what? I am a huge Jose Quintana fan, so I'm very excited for that game. Oilers went out sad, gave up 4 goals in the third period. Avalanche were once plus 10,000. I know. Plus 10,000. I don't know. They have plus 10,000, plus 1,000. I think you might have added one more zero in there. I saw plus 1,100 was the highest. Quintana is good. I had no respect for Jose Quintana last year at all. No respect whatsoever. This year he comes back. He's absolutely shoved. Phillies on the money line. I would play the Phillies tonight ever. Again, that's not one of my plays on my card, but I like the Phillies. Let's effing go. Pirates in the under of 7.5. Okay. I see you. Both pitchers really good in that game. Scooble's been really good this year. Quintana, awesome stuff, guys. I think that's a good play there. So let's break this stuff down. We're going to start with the early game today. We have one early game. I know a lot of people love talking about it. We are sleeping on the Reds. So I'm not sleeping on the Reds, guys. Just because I bet against them yesterday doesn't mean I'm sleeping on them. I think they're going to be okay. They're a good upset team, right? How many times? I bet the Reds a lot, guys. Put that video on YouTube. What video on YouTube? What video? The video is on YouTube, guys. Tampa Bay Lightning, Marlins, run line, and San Francisco Giants pitcher over 6.5 Ks. Rodon's on the mound, I believe, for them today. So I don't like the Lightning, Marlins run line. I got to check it out, and then the over 6.5. So let me get through my card, guys, and then we'll break down all your questions again. We're at like 27 minutes right now. We'll go an hour. As long as you guys want, we're going to have an afternoon show added to in the next coming week, I'd say, talking sports a little more in the afternoon. So very excited about that, guys. Could not be possible without you. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. Check us out on Discord, TikTok, all that stuff. Buy a t-shirt. We'll get these ads to the store in a little bit. Really appreciate it. Let's get into the baseball picks for today. So Rangers versus Guardians. Now, I like the Guardians on the money line if you're going to play it. This is not what my play is going to be, though, in this game. I like the over of 8, and here is why. John Gray is going to pitch for Texas. John Gray's a big name, right? I love the name John Gray. Just sometimes he doesn't deliver. He's a little shaky. 1.2, 4.83 with a 1.22 whip. John Gray is better than that for Texas. Don't get me wrong. Like, those numbers do not show what John Gray is capable of. He has elite strikeout ability. And when you have elite strikeout ability, it's very dangerous, right? He's going to pitch against Cal Quantrill 2-3 with a 3.52, 1.19 whip. Quantrill's a contact pitcher. He's going to pitch to contact. He's got roughed up in his past few starts, but I think he's going to give up 2-3 runs. The biggest thing that I'm looking for in the over in this game is the Rangers offense. They've hit 64 bombs this season. Don't rely on the Guardians to get this game over offensively. I'm hoping that the Rangers offense can take advantage of Cal Quantrill in this game. John Gray, hopefully we hit him on a bad day. Hopefully we don't hit, lights out John Gray, because it is possible. The numbers aren't there, obviously. He hasn't done that much this year. It is possible, though. But based on what we've seen, I got to go over on 8 on this game. I think it's a really good bet there. Gray's inconsistency is a benefit for the over. It's not a benefit for the under, because he's had that inconsistency narrative this year. If he can keep being inconsistent, we're going to hit the over. 8's a reasonable number. This might jump up. Let me check on the book right now, see what this jumped up to, if it has so far. But yeah, what do you guys think of the over of 8? Let me know. I'm on Guardians money line. I just think they're a better team. John Gray's so shaky. Cal Quantrill, as scary as he is as a contact pitcher, he doesn't give up a lot of bombs. So in my heart of hearts, I would go with the Guardians. I'm hoping he can give up a few day for the over, but if I had to take a side in this game, it would be the Guardians. Now look at MLB money line here. It's up to 8.5, so we made the right move, guys. So we got it at 8 this morning. It jumped up to 8.5. You can kind of tell those games too. If you see a line where it opens and you see 2 bad pitchers with bad numbers, it's always going to jump up. So just keep that in mind. Get your plays in early. I know we get on at 10 a.m., but if you feel good about a play, get in on it right away. Play of the day. I wouldn't say the over is definitely not my play of the day. This is just a little early action for me. Again, we're in the studio, guys. We got TVs all over the freaking place. We're going to be watching baseball, shooting content all day. So get a little early play in there. The over of 8, I'm feeling pretty good about. And again, look for the Rangers offense here. They've hit 64 homers. So definitely check them out today. Hopefully they can get the bats going. And hopefully both pitchers can have a bad day. Bullpen-wise also, bullpen strength, it's shaky. It's average on both sides. All right, then we'll go Tigers versus Pirates money line today. In no world would I ever thought, like last year when I was betting. Obviously, I wasn't with this company last year, but I was talking sports last year and doing betting last year. In no world would I ever say, hey, you know what? I'm excited to watch a game with Jose Quintana on the mound, Pittsburgh Pirates versus Detroit Tigers, Tark Scooble. I'm excited to watch this. I'm excited to bet on it. Because I always like Jose Quintana for me last year. I guess he wasn't with the Pirates, he was with the Angels, right? Most of the year. But I always say, hey, he's the over king. He's the over king. When Quintana's on the mound, I'm going to go over. I don't know if you guys had that same impression last year, but when he was on the mound, I loved playing overs. This year, he's been money, and it goes back to a game I bet him against the Brewers, and I bet under on his strikeout total. He had like freaking 12 strikeouts in 2 innings, it seemed like, and he went over. And ever since then, I'm like, okay, Jose Quintana, pretty damn good. He can locate, and I was looking at his numbers. I've seen him pitch all year. He's been absolute money. So, I got to ride with Quintana today. And the Pirates on the money line. Here's what I'm going to go with. Here's why I'm going with them. And obviously, you can look at Tark Skubal, sensational, right? 4-2 with a 2.15 and a 0.95 whip. That's absolute money, right? But Jose Quintana's been good enough. 1-2, the numbers aren't there. But again, record really doesn't matter when you're looking at pitchers, especially when you got an inconsistent Pirates offense. 2.32 with the 1.23 whip. I'd like to see the whip come down a little bit, but the ERA is there. Obviously, ERA is not the best stat, but I love the Pittsburgh Pirates because they've hit 45 bombs this season compared to the Detroit Tigers at 30. Bullpen strength does favor the Tigers, but I trust the Pirates to win the game. If Tark Skubal makes a mistake, if the bullpen makes a mistake, the Pirates are going to take advantage of it. And we saw what they did against the Dodgers, sweeping the Dodgers. That wasn't a fluke, guys. Like, the Pirates can play baseball. The Dodgers obviously didn't play their game, but the Pirates can play. They win off home runs. They win off good pitching. If Jose Quintana can pitch good enough, the offense favors the Pirates, and they get the job done for plus 108. I do like that. That creep can roll. That creep can roll for sure, man. I mean, Jose Quintana is pretty damn good. So, yeah, overall, I got to go with the Pirates on the money line this game, plus 108, positive odds there. Got to love that. Any questions on that game, let me know, guys. Again, you might want to look for some – you might want to look at the under in that game just because Skubal and Quintana have been so good pitching-wise. That could be a good under bet. Total-wise in that game, it's only at 7. That's really, really low. Again, 2 inconsistent offenses, though. I mean, this could be a 1-0 game, a 2-0 game. It just as easily could be a 10-6 game, right, depending on what you're going to get. What were your plays I missed on? So I've only given Rangers money line and then Guardians over 8. If you had to pick a side in that game, I would take Guardians on the money line. Again, though, I'm not playing a side. I'm just going to play the over there. Then we'll go Pirates money line. And then this is probably my favorite bet here. Cubs money line at minus 106. It's now at minus 108. It's a pick'em game. And there's obviously a reason this is a pick'em game. Seiya Suzuki's not playing. The Cubs do have some injuries, so that would be the reason I think bookmakers put this at minus 108 and pick them on both sides. But I look at this game. Keegan Thompson on the mound for the Cubs. He's been just absolute money this season. One of the best pitchers in baseball, 6-0, 1.99 ERA, 1.08 whip, and 45.1 innings. This is what I love about him. I love pitchers that don't give up homers, as we all do, especially when you're playing unders, especially when you're taking teams to win, and also pitchers who have really good strikeout ability. That's key, right? If you don't give up homers and you strike out batters, you're going to win. This baseball is predicated on home runs and strikeouts, right? So if you have a pitcher that doesn't give up home runs and strikes out batters, you're going to be in good shape. Keegan Thompson's one of those guys. Only allowed 3 homers in 45.1 innings this year. Kyle Brady's going to pitch for the Orioles, 1-3 with 6.82 and a 1.55 whip. Obviously, those numbers aren't there. This will probably become a bullpen game pretty early for the Baltimore Orioles. The Cubs' OBP is 26 points higher than Baltimore. They scored 30 more runs this season, and they have 80 more strikeouts as a pitching staff. So when I factor this, and I think the Cubs can hit, and the Cubs have been hitting the ball pretty damn well. I mean, they've challenged the Cardinals. They challenged the Brewers. They've been really good. I think they're performing better than we thought they would. Who are you talking about? Keegan Thompson. Reverse line movement on the Guardians. Guardians is now 8.5, so the total is at 8. Yeah, so we got it at 8.5. We got it at 8. It's 8.5. Love the Guardians, but the public being all over them scares me. Again, that's why I'm just going to play the over here, and I'm going to hope the pitchers have a bad day. Any other plays? Nope. What were plays? I missed them. So no other plays yet. That's all we got so far. We have Cubs money line. We have Pirates money line. We have Guardians, Rangers over 8. And then we have Rangers money line. Again, so much value on the board for baseball day. There's a lot of value on the board. Let's see. Any other questions, guys? Ignore those 1 comments on YouTube, guys. The guy trying to sell something there. But that's a new. We're getting big when we get the spam comments. That's how you know. So, yeah, love the Guardians. Public being all over them scares me, guys. And again, too, don't overthink it, guys. Leave the overthinking to, people that worry about, I don't know. Leave the overthinking to other people. Don't overthink stuff, guys. Just because the public's on the team, it doesn't affect how a team plays. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't bet against a team because the public's on them. Don't fade the public. Don't fade bet who you want to bet. Bet who you think's going to win. Bet who people that you watch, not just me, whoever you watch. If you believe in them, bet in the people that you believe in, right? Don't just bet on a team because the public's against them or the public's for them, fade the public, blah, blah, blah. Nobody knows what's going to happen in these games, guys. Come on now. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Which game is a doubleheader? Guardians game 1, game 2. I think we're talking game 1 here. I've only talked game 1, overwise game 1. That's what I'm saying. But I don't break down game 2 before game 1. So I haven't even looked at the game 2 numbers yet. That's the one game I probably really can't talk about too much here just because I haven't checked it. I've been all in on game 1. But Again, guys, don't fade the public. Nobody knows what's going to happen in these baseball games. Nobody knows, and especially baseball, too. Baseball is one of the most up and down sports in the world. I mean, look at the Dodgers getting swept by the Pirates. I'm going to use that example over and over and over again because it's something that we didn't expect. Like, my biggest pet peeve, guys, is when people say, oh, Trent was on the Dodgers, so I should have bet the Pirates. Like, no, the whole world was on the Dodgers, people. The whole world was on the Dodgers. Everyone would have bet the Dodgers. I didn't bet it because it was too juiced. And there's a lot of people that didn't bet it because it was too juiced. But if I had to make a bet, if someone had a gun to my head and said, hey, who are you going to take here? I'm going to take the Dodgers over the Pirates any day of the week, guys. Come on now. What's the bet for game one? Bet for game one's the over of 8. It's now 8.5. 8.5 makes it a little tougher, guys. You might want to tease it into a parlay down to 8 because there's a big difference between, 9 and 8 runs, right? So at least at 8, I have the push. But again, to win the bet, you're still going to need 9 either way, so I don't see it as that big of a deal. So I would go over of 8.5 still. Let's see here. What's the bet for game one? We got that. Bet the numbers. There you go. You bet the numbers. You don't bet on who the public's on and all that stuff. And again, if you want to do that, that's your strategy. That's fine. Who am I to tell you to fade the public or go with the public? But again, guys, I think people think sports betting is fixed. I think people think sports betting is fixed and sports is fixed in general. I think, obviously there's been some point shaving that's happened in NBA over the years. And, we see these games like these refs like saying, trying to call fouls and stuff. But bottom line, nobody knows what's going to happen. The stupidest comment I think I've ever seen on, I'm not through Sally Balls. I got plenty of picks here. I'll repeat them in a minute though. I still got 2 more actually for you guys. But, the stupidest comment I think I've ever seen on TikTok at least was, someone said that, I've made like $30,000 just fading the public on NBA. Like, dude, no, you haven't made it. You might have made 30,000 because of your bet size or whatever, but you haven't made it just fading the public. If it was that simple, people, if I could just go on and look at a book and say, where's the public on? I'm going to fade it and make money. Sports betting, the bookies wouldn't be in business. Okay. Peace, Tanner. Love the office. Congrats. You earned it. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It's going to be a fun month down here, probably a little more in the future. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Bet on the Mariners to win. I haven't looked at the Mariners game. I haven't broke that one down yet. We'll talk about that in a minute here, but let me finish my picks and repeat my picks so far, guys. And again, if you need the picks, go over to YouTube. You can get them right on there. Rangers money line, Texas versus Cleveland over 8 there. Pirates money line, and then Cubs money line so far. Rangers money line is baseball, or is hockey, not baseball. A lot of people be confused on that. So Rangers money line is baseball or hockey. So Rangers money line, hockey, Texas, Cleveland over 8, Pirates money line, and then Cubs money line so far. We got 2 more plays here. We're going to go Dodgers money line versus the White Sox today. Now, White Sox have a huge pitching advantage in this game. Michael Kopech's going for them 1-2 with a 2.2 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP. I bet this line has already jumped. I got Dodgers money line at -124 today, and it is now still at -124. So, people don't have a lot of faith in the Dodgers, I guess, right now, the way they're playing baseball. But Michael Kopech 1-2 with a 2.2 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP. However, when it comes to the offense, the Dodgers have a massive advantage. Massive advantage. Mitch White's on the mound for them, 1-1, 4.79, 1.21 WHIP, but massive advantage when it comes to offense here. I'm going to break down some stats for you and get ready to have your mind blown here. Dodgers team OBP is 39 points higher. 39 points higher. They're slugging 60 points higher. So their on-base plus slugging is 99 points higher. They have a team ERA of a 2.91. They have a WHIP of 1.09. Team ERA, WHIP 1.09. The White Sox have a 4.11 as a team and a 1.40 WHIP. Now, they are based around pitching. The White Sox are based around pitching. We've seen it. They have not won games with offense. You can count on one hand how many games they've won with their offense this year. They're a pitching team. They're a starting pitching team. And the bottom line is if the Dodgers hit Michael Kopech, they get a few runs off him, and then they can get to the bullpen a little bit. This game, absolutely done. So -124, the fact that I can get that, I'm going to take it all day. I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, oh, why are the Dodgers only -124? It's a trap line against a bad Chicago White Sox team or an underperforming Chicago White Sox team. The bottom line is the Dodgers are a better team. At -124, I will take that all day long. I don't care if Mitch White's on the mound with a 4.79 and a 1.21 WHIP. I got to ride with the Los Angeles Dodgers there. Our Dodgers bats hot. They're up and down right now, I would say. Definitely up and down. But again, not having Muncy in the lineup hurts them. He's still hurt, but I'll tell you what they've done. Let's see. So, if you go back to forget the Pirates series, right? They beat the Mets 2-0. Then they won 6-1. They lost 9-4, lost 5-4, still scored 4 runs in those games. But again, guys, if they can score 4 runs, they're going to be just fine against the White Sox. The White Sox really don't score offensively. Here's the numbers. The Dodgers have scored 290 runs this year. The White Sox have scored 190. So the Dodgers have 100 more runs on them this season. Granted, who's playing better baseball right now? The White Sox aren't playing bad, but minus 124 for the Dodgers, the way they're hitting the numbers there. The numbers are there to bet the Dodgers, so I got to go with it. Any other comments on YouTube, guys? Throw them in the chat. Don't be afraid by these spam ads here. John Brado, there we go. I see you. Adon has been terrible this season for the Nationals. That's what you think about that game. And also Marquez is awful too. So I'm thinking Giants minus 1.5. We'll break that down here in a minute. But as far as Adon with the Nationals, see the Nationals game here. Yeah, I do like the Marlins. I think run line's a tough spot for the Marlins. But again, there's no value money line minus 180 unless you're putting in a parlay. And then tonight with Rockies Giants, I would go 100% Giants run line. I think that's fine to play that at home. Marquez is just up and down. Marquez has actually pitched better at home, I believe, which is shocking to me. Because usually the offense is better at home, the pitching is better on the road, right? But it's been flipped for Colorado this year. Their offense has been better on the road, and their pitching has been better at home, which is insane to me. What do you think, Dodgers run line at plus 130 for the Dodgers? I think that's a prime run line spot on the road. But again, when I can get money line at minus 124, I'll just play the money line, especially because the Dodgers they haven't been blowing teams out lately. So I'll go minus 124 there. But again, I think that's a great spot. Prime run line spot. You're going to get your 9 at bats here on the road. So I think that's good. Can't hit those Chicago White Sox. The Chicago White Sox can't hit. Flexen versus Verlander. Look at the under. I'll look at that in a minute here. Just put $1,000 on the over, got it at 8. What's the bet for the Cubs game? Cubs money line today. I like the Cubs money line. I feel really good about Cubs. If I had to take one bet, my favorite bet, I'd say it's Cubs money line day with Keegan Thompson on the mound. He hasn't lost yet. What do you think of Dodgers run line plus 130? Got that. Patriots are the best baseball team. The Patriots are a very good baseball team. What are you talking about, man? What Patriots are you talking about? Mac Jones swinging a baseball bat? That would be funny. Why are you fading the Marlins and Nationals? I never said I was fading the Marlins and Nationals. I'm making the bet. I think there's better money on the board. I look at the Marlins. They're not the best hitting team in the world, right? The Nationals have the ability to pop off at any time. Run lines, I don't love playing run lines at home, so I'm going to stay away from that, right? Minus 180, I'd stick it in a parlay. But again, it's not one of my straight bets. When I get on here, I've seen some people say, hey, you know what, my favorite bet today is a minus 200 money line bet. Like, that doesn't really do anything for the common man if you're playing straights, right? So if you see all my bets, minus 114, minus 124, minus 106, they're not too juicy. We got some plus money in here, right? So, minus 130, minus 140, if it's hockey, is the highest juice I'm willing to pay. Like, you shouldn't be afraid of, paying high juice, but at the same time, too, I want to give something that people can make money on. Okay, so I'm not fading the Marlins. I'm not fading that game. It's just I'm not going to play it. If I had to make a bet, it's Marlins. But again, I think there's just better money on the board. Nationals are terrible. Bad pitcher today too. Yeah, I know, guys. What I'm saying, if I had to make a bet, I would go with the Marlins, but I'm just not going to play it. Douglas E. Doodle left you a comment on YouTube. I love that. These make my day. Douglas E. Doodle wants me to tell you he loves you and adores you. He wants to know if you enjoyed a big orange belly wash day. He also said he needs to stand up for the Poodles Lives Matter movement. Again, I'm a golden doodle guy. If I had to be in the poodle family, I'm more of a golden retriever. I love golden retrievers. I think they're America's dog. But again, I will support the poodles in this. And at the same time too, guys, I did not have a breakfast this morning. I haven't ate breakfast. I've been working so hard for the people. Man of the people every day. Buy a freaking t-shirt, guys. Man of the people here. Come on now. It's not rocket science. All right, so we got Dodgers money line minus 124. Then one more play today. We're going to be on the Mets and the Padres. Doug is a golden dude. You did tell me that. Doug is a golden dude. So he's part of the Poodle family then. If Doug's a golden dude, he's part of the Poodle family. I'm supporting the golden doodles lives. I don't know if I'm supporting the poodles. I like poodles, but I got to support the retrievers too. I'm out here for the retrievers. Okay, so guys, last play here. We got Mets, Padres over 7.5, and then we can break down whatever you guys want to talk about here in our last 20 minutes of the show. But there were 16 runs scored yesterday in this game. I'm not saying there's going to be 16 scored, but the total's low enough at 7.5 where I feel pretty good about it. Taijuan Walker should give up 2 runs over 5 innings. That's what he's done this year. And then Yu Darvish is kind of that wild card in this game. He's 4-3 with a 4.03 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP in 48 Ks in 60 innings, right? He's gave up 5 runs over 7.2 innings in his last start, right? Darvish is up and down. He's got the ability to shove, but he's also a guy that can give up 5 runs. I think Darvish gives up 3 or 4 today. I think Taijuan Walker gives up 2 or 3, and then the bullpens get this game over. With the New York Mets, you never want to go under. You always want to go over based on how they've been hitting the baseball, right? Let's see. What's your MLB picks today? And then did you love Shadow from Home or Bound movie? Did you love Shadow from Home or Bound movie? LOL. I have no clue what that is. But you let me know. Took Guardians over 8 for a K. Cubs first 5 for 500 and 1K on Giants run line. What do you think? I mean, I don't hate that depending on what your unit size is. I like Guardians over 8. Cubs first 5 for 500. Yeah, I mean, I think they'll shove in the first 5. Orioles, the way the Orioles are going to win the first 5s if they hit home runs, and the saving grace about Keegan Thompson is he only give up 3 this year. And then 1K Giants run line. I like the matchup with Giants run line as well. I'm not playing it, but I do like that matchup tonight with Rodon versus Marquez. You should make a shirt that says Man of the People. I'll buy that as well. Okay, Man of the People. That's the next shirt we want. If you guys have t-shirt ideas, throw them in the chat, guys. We're going to be a freaking merchandise empire. Barstool's going to have nothing on us soon. Okay, Giants over. Eric Kovac's coming in here at 8. Yeah, I would play the over just the way Marquez gives up homers, gives up walks and all that stuff. Let me look at Rodon's, what he's done in his past 5 here. Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon is 4-4 with a 3.44, right? He's given up 2, 3, 2, 8, and 2. Yeah, I'd play the over on that. Again, you look at the Rockies; they can hit homers. Obviously, they're not at Coors right now to help them out, but they can't hit homers. So I would go over on that. Again, I think better money on the board today, but I don't hate the over by any means. He's a Rocky killer, though. Over on Guardians. Yeah, I'm on the over on the Guardians. He's a Rocky killer. Carlos Rodon's a Rocky killer. Yeah, I agree with that. Can you review your plays again? Yes, I will do that. Braves run line here. Let me look at Braves run line real quick. Braves run line. So much value on the board today. Kyle Wright versus Cole Irvin. That's tough because, Cole Irvin is decent. Thing with the Braves, the thing with the A's is, guys, and this is why we took the Red Sox in every single game against the A's. The A's cannot hit the baseball, right? When you can't hit the baseball, you have trouble winning baseball games. So I think Braves run line isn't a bad play just because Kyle Wright and the combination of the Athletics not being able to hit the ball. I would go run line against the A's every single day of the week. Obviously, they're going to win some games, but they don't hit. A good hitting performance for them is 3-4 runs. It's tough to win baseball games like that. When that's your boom number, it's tough. Any other questions, guys, in there, throw them in the chat. I will recap my plays real quick here. Rangers money line. That's hockey. Rangers versus Guardians over 8. Pirates money line, Cubs money line, Dodgers money line, and then Mets Padres over 7.5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays today. I'm playing them as straights. I'll put them in a parlay with a little sprinkle on there. But again, the majority of the plays that I make is straight bets just because I think there's more. It's easier to win. There's more value, right? But I'll play them I always play them as parlay. In the past probably 3 weeks, I've gone undefeated twice. I've had a couple one-loss days. And, the one-loss days really hurt you when you're playing parlays because it's just so close. But again, take what you want. Don't take it. It doesn't really matter to me, guys. Just here giving you guys the picks, trying to help you guys out win money, help me out win money, and see what we can do. Take down the books every day. Thoughts on the Yankees and the Twins? Thoughts on the Yankees and the Twins? I look at the Yankees and the Twins here. I don't have any odds for that right now here. Let me check a different book, see if we have anything. You guys have obviously, I'll look on ESPN right now just to get the pitching matchup and all that. New York Yankees here against the Twins, 6:40 p.m. Eastern time. Jameson and the Minnesota's pitcher is undecided right now, so that's why there's no odds up. I'm going to post my picks on TikTok right when I get off this, guys. I'll do a quick video, get those up. But Jameson tying on the mound, 6-1, 2-3. Guys, listen, the bottom line, the Yankees are rolling. So it's so tough to bet against the New York Yankees right now. Numbers wise, actually, the Twins match up pretty well in everything but the home run numbers. The Yankees hit 80 home runs this year compared to the Twins at 61. But everything else, Minnesota kind of matches up pretty well with bullpen. Obviously favors the New York Yankees. New York Yankees are the better team. I think they'll win 2 of 3 in the series. So it's just picking those days who's going to win. Carlos Correa is still out. That hurts the Minnesota. That's a power bat that they're out with. So I'd probably go New York Yankees in that game. 16-8 on the road compared to Minnesota at 17-11 at home. I missed about the Mets. I think the Mets are the best team in New York City right now. That's my take on the New York Mets. I like them at plus 110. That number has already dipped down a lot. And then I feel good about the over of 7.5. My one play is the over in this game. I think the Padres could steal one if Yu Darvish shoves. But again, if Yu Darvish shoves, the game's probably not going to get over 7.5 runs because we're going to rely on the Mets to get this total over. I'm rooting for both teams today. That's why I got the Padres jersey on. But 7.5 is a low enough total with the New York Mets offense that I will take that every single day of the week. There were 16 runs scored yesterday. Got to ride with it. Get the likes up, guys. Come on now. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes going. But yeah, that's what we're riding with there. Any other questions, guys, throw them in the chat. We can break down any other games you guys want to talk about here. But again, Mets, Padres over 7.5, Dodgers money line, Cubs money line, Pirates money line, Rangers, Guardians over 8 early game, and then Rangers money line at plus 150. That's NHL. Ronnie Martin coming in here. What's your plays on NBA tonight? No plays on NBA. Game's not till tomorrow. It's weird, Ronnie. You know, the final schedule is so much different, right? Because, you know, you got 3 days in between travel day. Like, they go 2 days in between games in the same city, and then they give them 3 days to travel. That's why the NBA season's so long. It goes way too long, guys. But again, tomorrow I will be on the Celtics, and I think this line opened at 3.5. So let's see where it is now. It's still 3.5. That's going to shift tomorrow because it's minus 110 each side. So that will shift. I imagine in my mind that the Celtics will be down to 3. The Celtics will probably be up to 4, I would say, actually, by tip tomorrow night. So just keep that in mind there. But again, let me know what you guys are taking there. I'm on the Celtics at 3.5 tomorrow. I might tease it. I might do a teaser with the over. If the Celtics win, I think the game has to go over. So I'll tease the over down, and I'll tease them to plus money there or +1. But we will see how that goes. What are the soccer picks? I'm not on any soccer picks, guys. I don't make soccer picks. I have no clue about soccer. People ask me, there's a lot of value in soccer. I just don't do it. I'll tell you what right now. I'd take Finland. I would take Germany. I would take Italy. I would take Bosnia, and I would take Luxembourg. Little 5-team parlay there, plus 18.95. That's all I got, guys. I have no clue. I'm just going off what odds look valuable there, but I have no clue about soccer, guys. If someone wants to teach me soccer, you let me know. Germany and England both to score minus 120. Sounds good to me. Both teams play good soccer. Rangers or Lightning? I'm going to run it. Hello. Go for it. If that hits, I mean, I guess it's just all luck because I know nothing about soccer. But Rangers or Lightning. I'm on the New York Rangers tonight at plus 150. Again, Igor's an elite goaltender. I look at the New York Rangers. They got outshot 52-30. They were still in the game. The Lightning found the back of the net at the end of the game. 42 seconds left, right? If that goes to overtime, you never know what's going to happen. But Panarin, Kreider, Zibanejad, they got to capitalize on their opportunities. I think they're going to play just fine. But at the same time, they were good in the last game. They need to be better in this game and capitalize more. But they were still present. I still felt their presence. And again, too, the Rangers got to stay out of penalties. They got to stay out of the penalty box. You can't, the 52-30 shots on goal margin is just because of the power play. I mean, I think the Lightning were on the power play 5 times. 3-way push bet Rangers and Lightning. That hits, you get 15%. Screenshot this. Okay. No, I'm not taking any money. I don't take tips. I'm not taking any money right now. Bottom line is I have no clue if that's going to hit or not. So, if that hits, it ain't because of my skill. You were on Pirates money line, right? Yes, I'm on Pirates money line behind Jose Quintana tonight. 3-way push Lightning Rangers. So let me look at the 3-way push numbers. 60-minute time here, basically. The home team, the Tampa Bay Lightning's minus 110. So if you want to play Lightning tonight, it's hard because minus 178, you might be scared of that juice. But also when you look at 3-way no push, right, it's like minus 110. The value there is just like, it's scary when this is a game that could go to overtime. A plus 310 for the tie could be the move, guys, honestly. We've seen these 5. It's going to be a 3-2 game, right? The winner, I bet this will be a 3-2 game. Correct score, too. 3-2. Let's see. 3-2. New York Rangers 3-2 is plus 2,400. Lightning 3-2 is Lightning 3-2. It's about plus 2,400 as well, right? So again, that could be a nice little sprinkle bet. Plus 2,400 on correct score 3-2. I mean, just the way the series has gone, I feel like it's going to be that kind of night tonight. It's going to be a 3-2. If the game gets over, it's probably a 4-2 game and someone finds the back of the net on empty netter. But we've had 6-2, we've had 3-2, and we've had 3-2 in both games. Now, the tough part is deciding who's going to win. I'm going to be on the Rangers tonight and not the Lightning. I just think value there at plus 150 is pretty special. Guardians money line first game. Guardians money line first game. I am on Guardians money line first game. I do trust Cal Quantrill a little more than John Gray right now, even though I think John Gray's special, right? I think he's got the ability to shove, but I am on Cal Quantrill, who's 2-3 at 3.52 and a 1.19 whip. He's a contact pitcher. As long as he keeps the ball down the zone, I think he's just fine today. But I'm going to be on the over of 8 instead of Guardians money line. I think that's a better play when I look at John Gray's inconsistency, when I look at Cal Quantrill's ability to give up runs. Any other questions, guys? Throw them in the chat. If not, we will sign off here in a minute, right about an hour today. Perfect timing, guys. We got a comment from Matthew Markland on here. One day I can bring Douglas E. Doodle to Boston or wherever you are and meet you. He wants to talk to you about making buka monies are a living in the Baja. I can't help him with that, though. I don't know if I can help him with that. I don't know if I can help him. Come on now. But yeah, what do you guys think of the new setup too? Like the new graphics on, the new graphics having the plays. I know TikTok, you guys can't see that, but the new graphics on YouTube. What do you think of those? Let me know in the comments, guys. Who did you miss? I missed the stream. Also, Steve, if you want to go back, if anyone missed it, go back to YouTube, guys. Link in the bio, link in the bio on TikTok. Go back. You can watch the live stream on YouTube, showing the replay and all that. So like it. Favorite play today. I think my favorite play today, Cubs money line at -106. I feel really good about that. The numbers are there. Again, does it feel like a trap? I'm not going to say it does because I'm not one of those guys that said, trap lines and all that, blah, blah, blah. But I do feel good with Keegan Thompson on the mound for them. 6-0, 199, a 108 whip going against Kyle Bradish, who's been really, really bad this year. So I feel pretty good about Cubs money line at -106. Rangers money line +150. And I'm playing a number there too. I think the Rangers will be in the game a little more tonight than getting outshot 52-30 in the last one. Rangers Guardians over 8. That's a sprinkle. But I do feel good about the over when I look at the pitchers. The thing that scares me there is John Gray has the ability to shove, which if he does, it probably won't get over. But I still like the over of 8 there. Pirates money line with Jose Quintana. They got to hit the baseball day against Scooble. If they do that, they'll be just fine. Dodgers money line at -124. Mitch White's got to keep them in the game. But again, if they score, they'll be fine against the White Sox. Then Mets Padres over 7.5. I feel really good about the card today. I'm not going to lie, guys. I feel really, really good about the card. When I look at this too, there's a lot of value on the board there's a lot of value, sports betting value on the board today for baseball. So, take your time with it, look around and, find who you believe in. So, yeah, thoughts on the White Sox game. I'm on Dodgers money line all day today. -124, I don't think you can beat it. Just because I don't believe in the White Sox. I don't believe they can hit the baseball. Okay, Matthew Markland coming in again. Oh, wow, now Douglas Doodle is starting to raving mad. He's shit the bed, rolling eyes, sigh. Poor Douglas E. Doodle, poor Golden Doodle there. Eric Kovacs, Jays run line today. Jays run line. Jays are starting to hit the baseball a little bit more. So, I can't argue with that when I look at the Jays against the Royals. Keller versus Manoah. I think Keller's going to get lit up a little bit. I think Manoah's going to be money. I think they're going to hit for -130, though. Again, that's the max I'm willing to pay for a run line. I think it's tough to win by 2 runs in baseball. I say it all the time, no matter who it is. You can take the Dodgers versus the Pirates, as we saw, right? It's tough to win by 2 runs in baseball. At -1.5 and -130. It's a number that I don't hate. I like it, obviously, but again, I think it's just a little too juiced for a run line play for me. But again, it's a prime run line spot. They're on the road. You're going to get your 9 at-bats. You got your ace guy on the mound and Alek Manoah. You're going against Keller, who's probably numbers aren't there. Am I taking the Red Sox? So I'm not taking the Red Sox. I don't even have a line on the Red Sox yet. I don't know if a pitcher has been named or whatever for who, but let me look see if the pitching matchup's up. I've made so much money off the Red Sox. Okay, so it's Garrett Whitlock versus Reed Detmers. Again, guys, I've made so much money off the Red Sox the past 4 days. I feel like I'm going to stay away from it today. Garrett Whitlock 2-1 with 3.02 ERA, 1.10 WHIP going against Reed Detmers, 2-2, 4.2 ERA at the 1.0 WHIP. So you look at Detmers, don't just see the ERA and go crazy about that because the WHIP is there, right? But it's hard for me to say I'm going to go with the Red Sox today just because I feel like the Angels got to win eventually, right? The Red Sox just got to 500. I think they continue to roll today. Believe me, if I had to pick a team, I would go with the Boston Red Sox. But I've made so much money on them in the past 4 days in their Oakland A's series because we took them money line every day for plus money a lot of the time. And then we took them plus money yesterday. So I'm going to stay away from that one today. I think there's better money on the board. Good luck. Always great content, Tanner. Appreciate it. Tanner the Tank, appreciate it. Giants team total. I love that. Thank you, Air Rocks. Guys, join Discord if you're not in Discord. Do you like money line? New York Mets, Rangers, Yankees, Mets, Rangers. I do like that. I like Yankees, Mets, Rangers, a little New York money line light. Then the New York money line parlay. Warriors money line, I'll be on Celtics tomorrow. I'll tell you that. Giants team total over 4.5. I feel good about that as well. Good luck, great content. We got that. Appreciate you, Aerox. What do you usually straight bet per game? I'm not the biggest bettor in the world. My unit size is $100, so I'm 50 to 100, depending on the game. But my parlays are 50. I'm usually a $50 parlay guy for something I'm confident in. For something I'm not as confident, I'm a $25 parlay guy. Again, I'm a content creator, guys. I'm a 25-year-old content creator that likes to talk sports. I'm not going to get on here and say I'm betting $10,000 a game because I'm not. But yeah, I love the sports bet, love to talk sports bet. So my unit size is $100, and I'm 50 to $100 better per game. Padres winning today. No, I think Mets money line is the way to go there. I think that's the move there with the positive odds. I do like the over in that game though. Like the over 7.5 in that game. You're the best. Love that, Caesar. Love that. Appreciate it. But yeah, money is money, guys. Whatever you're betting, and it's cool being in the Discord too, because you see the different extremes, guys. Like someone's betting $2 on a game and happy to win $4, and someone's betting $1,000 to $2,000 a game, and they're winning $6K and they're feeling good. But at the same time too, it's all what you can bet. It's all what you can afford to bet. And money's money, right? A win's a win, right? Some people like to bet on sports to make money. Some people like it just to get a little action, get a little skin in the game. But again, money's money. We all go through the highs and lows of sports betting, no matter what you're betting on the game. If you're betting $1,000 on the game versus betting $10 on the game, you're still going to feel the sweats. You still want to win, right? So that's the best part about sports betting. It brings it all together. Plus money is good money. There we go. Plus money is good money. Yeah, you can't beat plus money, guys. Plus money. Anytime you're up money on a day, it feels good. Das Diggity, how we doing? What's up, Tanner, my man? Nothing over 140 on the juice for straight. Come on, fellas. That's why I didn't do that. That's why I didn't do it. Come on now. Das, I'll disagree with you there a little bit. When it comes to hockey, I might play it over just because it's so tough, right? If you don't want to play 60-minute money line, push, whatever. But again, yeah, minus over 140 on the juice is pretty high there. And that's high. Yeah, 140 is high. 140 is high. I've played like 140, 150 a few times on a live bet. Just because I felt good about it, but it's tough because, if you lay, for minus 150, for anyone kind of new to sports betting, for minus 150, you got to put down 150 just to win 100 on that. Like that's pretty high. Or minus 170, you got to put down 170 to 100. So that gets a little risky, especially when you're not, your unit size isn't huge. Now, if you're a $1,000 unit better, yeah, minus 140, minus 150, minus 160, 170 shouldn't scare you as much because you're still going to get a decent return for that. But again, it's still pretty high there. Dinero is dinero. Plus money is good money. I normally parlay those teams. Yeah, and that's what I do too. 140 good for parlays, not single bets. 100%. Over under on the Sox Dodgers. I would probably take the over on that. Let me see what the total's out here. Over 8.5. I'd go over on that. The way the Dodgers are hitting, the way the Dodgers have the capability of hitting. And again, I think the White Sox can get to Mitch White today too. It's 4.79 with a 1-2-1 whip. That's not good at all. I think they can get to him. So I'd probably go over on that. Celtics or Warriors money line. We're going to be on the Celtics tomorrow for sure, 100%. Do you do UFC picks closer to fight days? Yeah, I'll do UFC picks for this card. This card's epic. I think we're going to do a live watch along. So obviously we won't stream the fight. But again, if you guys want to come hang out with us at HQ here on a stream broadcast, I think me and a couple of the content creators can be watching the fight live this weekend. We're going to be doing that for the Stanley Cup. We're going to be doing that for the NBA Finals, I think Wednesday as well. So we got a lot of great content ideas planned. If that's, if you guys want to hang out there and watch that, whatever you guys want us to do, we can do. That's the best part about being in HQ. I can't bet the Yankees Twins games anywhere. It's because the Twins haven't named a starter yet. So wait till they do, and then those lines will be up. Cleveland run line, Houston run line, Dodgers run line, Atlanta run line, 200 to win 4K. I like that. I think if you had to worry about one, it's Cleveland, right? Just because the Texas Rangers do hit homers. So I think that could be a tight game. That's my one fear there. Cleveland minus 1.5. I have them at plus 1.5 on here. So plus 1.5 I like. So if that was a typo there, but run line minus 1.5, that's going to be a little tight for them. I can't bet the Yankees-Twins game anywhere, even though I do like them to win. So, yeah, once the Yankees-Twins game, once they name a starting pitcher, those lines and odds will be up. Again, it's right on ESPN. Twins don't have a starter named yet, and they can't really do lines with that. But, again, the Yankees are going to be juiced today. With the Twins, without Carlos Correa on top of who they're pitching today, or on top of Jordan Montgomery being on the mound for the New York Yankees, has been really good this year. It's going to be hard to get some value out of that game, greater than a parlay. Favorite bet today. I like Cubs. I feel good about the Cubs with Keegan Thompson on the mound. I feel really good about them at -106. I thought it was because the Yankees are such a lock at this point. Hello. No, it's not because the Yankees are such a lock. They'll let you play it no matter what. It's just the Twins haven't named starting pitcher yet. So Cubs, there we go. Monty pitched the other day. Yeah, Monty did pitch the other day. Cubbies, great value. Cubbies have great. Sharky, what's up, Sharky? Always come in at the end with the comments. I love it. Sharky, I'm on the Cubs today. I think value there, -106 is pretty special. 6-0, 199 for Keegan Thompson with a 108 whip. That gets me going. That gets me excited there. So Das coming in here talking to basketball tomorrow. We're going to break down, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, 30 minutes of the show tomorrow will be dedicated to basketball. So just keep that in mind. Tara, go Cowboys. Can't wait for football season there. Got to love that. Twins, Chris Sands, that's who's pitching for them today. So that has not been updated in the books or ESPN yet. So I'm sure when that gets updated, that'll be there pretty quickly. Das Diggity coming in here about tomorrow, -120 or lower, get plus money for straights. That's gambling 101, 100%. Unless your unit size is big, Das, unless you're like a 10,000 unit better. Warriors going to win game 3. No, I don't think so. I strongly disagree with that. I think I'll be back on the Celtics tomorrow. And by the way, a lot of Celtics fans coming at me now on social media saying I'm not a true Celtics fan because I bet against them. If I shouldn't bet against them if I think they're going to lose, like what? No, money means more. Hey, it ain't gambling if you know you're going to win. It's not gambling if you know you're going to win. We got to get that on t-shirt. Also, guys, look at these beautiful t-shirts. Good teams win, great teams cover. Someone said they weren't on the store yet. We'll get those added, guys, and we'll get those locked in so you guys can purchase those. But appreciate all the support, guys. We're going to sign off here in a minute. Any other questions, throw them in the chat. Any idea on the Belmont? I don't have any ideas on the Belmont yet. I mean, I'll box them. I don't really take that too seriously. I play numbers. So I don't, I'm not like examining the horses, and I love going to horse races, but I'm not like examining them and breaking it down. As I'll play numbers, I'll bet run numbers. And we saw what happened in the Kentucky Derby, right? When you get such a long shot winning, playing numbers can go in your favor when it comes to horses. Tatum 5 threes. What do you think? Again, guys, I got to look more stuff at basketball, but again, I think Tatum's going to have a big game at home. I think the Celtics offense shows up. I think they get the win. You taking the Guardians today? Yes, I am. Top 3 personal favorite MLB players. Oof. Top 3 personal favorite MLB players. Let's see here. I mean, hometown-wise for the Red Sox, I got to go with Rafael Devers. I'm a big Manny Machado guy. I used to love Cody Bellinger before he started to not be very good at baseball. I like Tatis a lot. I think he brings a lot of excitement to the game. That's a tough one to answer. I mean, just going with Devers for the hometown team, obviously, but that's a hard one to answer. I do like Frankie Lindor. I like Pete Alonso. I can't really give you an answer on that. I got to think about that. But yeah, I'd say Devers probably my favorite player right now. You know who I love? I love Corey Seager. Big Corey Seager guy. I like Max Muncy. I like a lot of the Dodgers just because I watch them. I've watched them a lot. Like if I watch a West Coast team, that's who it's going to be. But yeah, definitely Devers, I would say, is my favorite guy because he's a hometown player. Right? I got to go with him. I like Kike, man. Just so many great players. Hard to pick there. Right? When I look at baseball, yes, I am a Red Sox fan, but I love players, and that's the thing across all leagues. Like I'm a fan of players. Like I'll tell you what, my jersey collection is so diverse. Like I have probably 100 jerseys, right? And it's players all over. They're not in Texas, unfortunately, but I have so many different jerseys, right? So many football players, offensive linemen, quarterbacks, receivers, tight ends. Like it just varies so much. I'm a fan of players too. But anyways, guys, we're going to sign off here in a minute. Any other questions, throw them in the chat. Hour, 10 minutes, guys. Great show to break in the new studio, break in the new office, start the day. We can fix the cameras and all that. If you guys have problems, let us know in the comments on TikTok when I post my picks for the day if you want any changes to the outlook or whatever. But it was a great day, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. #1, New York Rangers or the Bolts all day on the Rangers today. But make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. Check out Discord, TikTok, all that good stuff, guys. Link is in the description over on YouTube, and then link is in the bio on TikTok. And then also we have merch, guys. That link is linked in the bio on TikTok and on the description on YouTube, guys. Get the good teams win, great teams cover. We also just have the generic Bet the Day t-shirts. So you can rep the brand, guys. Help us grow, and we will take this thing to the freaking moon. I don't have any Nerfies today, but if I had to give you a Nerfie, I would take... I don't think Mets Padres is a bad Nerfie, even though I have the over in that game. I think both guys shove early. Dodgers White Sox is probably a pretty good Nerfie because the White Sox don't hit great. And on top of that, the Dodgers have to face Michael Kopech to start. So I think those would be two pretty good ones there. Win the day, baby. Gotta love it, Wempa. Yeah, UFC. Wempa had the comment in there. UFC picks coming soon. Wempa's a big content creator here, UFC guy. So we'll be doing a lot of UFC content ahead. He'll be leading that up. But yeah, we'll have a lot of picks for that UFC fight. It's going to be a lot of fun this weekend. So any other questions, guys, throw them in the chat. If not, we will sign off here. Appreciate all the time, guys. Appreciate all the support. And we will see you tomorrow for another episode of Bet the Day.